FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington football team versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A gain of a yard.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 57 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
42-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Nick Mullins in the offense set to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
That's good for
a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Derek Wolf.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Jackson on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Pass complete to
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Ravens.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Steelers who are out in front.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Kendall Fuller there on the cover.
To throw again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A carry now for McKissick. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Right back to him on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Come on, dog!
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
Jackson.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Washington.
Back to throw again. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot.
A 28-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Ravens 13. Washington 7.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Now Washington
down on the scoreboard. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they have got the lead.
Good. Makes this Washington 14. Ravens 13.
So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Today's final.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.